Hello, dear viewer. I am Gayle, a happy grizzly bear, and I'm thrilled to share my story with you. Let me take you back to the very beginning, where it all began. I was born in the rugged wilderness of the Rocky Mountains, a place of towering trees, rushing rivers, and majestic peaks. My family, consisting of my mother, siblings, and I, roamed these vast lands, exploring, hunting, and playing together. Those early days were filled with endless adventures and boundless joy. Growing up as a young cub, I learned the ways of the forest from my mother. She taught me how to fish for salmon in the crystal-clear streams and how to forage for berries in the dense undergrowth. Every day brought new lessons and discoveries, and I cherished each moment spent with my family. As I grew older, I began to explore the world beyond my immediate surroundings. I ventured into new territories, meeting other bears and forging lifelong friendships. Together, we roamed the wilderness, each day bringing new wonders and challenges. But no matter where my travels took me, the Rocky Mountains always remained my home. It was here that I felt most alive, surrounded by the untamed beauty of nature and the comforting presence of my family. And so, dear viewer, that is how my journey began, in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, where the wild spirit of the grizzly bear runs free. Stay tuned for the next part of my story, where I'll delve into the importance of grizzly bears as keystone species in our delicate ecosystem. Welcome back, friends. Now, let's talk about something truly fascinating: grizzly bears as keystone species. But what exactly does that mean? A keystone species is like a master architect of an ecosystem. Just as a keystone holds together the stones of an arch, these species play a crucial role in maintaining the balance and stability of their habitats. Remove them, and the entire structure can collapse. And guess what? Grizzly bears are one of nature's finest keystone species. How so, you ask? Well, let me enlighten you. Firstly, we grizzlies are top predators, which means we help regulate the populations of other animals, like elk, deer, and smaller mammals. By keeping these populations in check, we prevent overgrazing and ensure the health of plant communities. Secondly, our foraging habits actually help disperse seeds across the landscape. You see, when we munch on berries and fruits, we unwittingly spread seeds through our scat, aiding in the growth of new plants and maintaining biodiversity. Thirdly, our presence can even affect the behavior of other species. For example, when we feed on salmon in rivers, we provide essential nutrients to the surrounding ecosystem, benefiting not only ourselves but also the fish, birds, and insects that rely on these nutrients. In essence, grizzly bears are like the guardians of the wilderness, ensuring that all the pieces of the puzzle fit together perfectly. But alas, dear viewer, our role as keystone species is under threat. Stay tuned for the next part of my story, where I'll delve into the challenges facing my species in the modern world. Dear viewer, it saddens me to say that the pristine wilderness I once called home is under siege. Land encroachment, pollution, and the looming specter of climate change pose grave threats to my species and our delicate ecosystem. Let's start with land encroachment. As human populations expand, so too does our footprint on the land. Forests are cleared for agriculture, roads carved through once wild landscapes, and urban sprawl creeps ever closer. This fragmentation of our habitat disrupts migration routes, isolates populations, and reduces the available space for us to roam freely. And then there's pollution, a silent but deadly foe. Pesticides, industrial chemicals, and household waste contaminate our air, water, and soil, poisoning the very resources we depend on for survival. Polluted waterways harm fish populations, depriving us of vital food sources, while toxic fumes choke the air, making it difficult for us to breathe. But perhaps the greatest threat of all is climate change. Rising temperatures alter the delicate balance of our ecosystem, causing shifts in vegetation, changes in migration patterns, and disruptions to food sources. Melting glaciers and dwindling snowpacks threaten the availability of fresh water, while more frequent and severe wildfires destroy vast swathes of habitat. It's a dire situation, dear viewer, and one that fills my heart with sorrow. But fear not, for there is still hope. In the next part of my story, I'll share with you some ways that humans can help bears like me thrive once more. So stay tuned, my friends, and together, we can make a difference. My dear friends, I am grateful for your patience as we navigate through the challenges facing my species. But fret not, for there are indeed ways that humans can lend a helping hand to bears like me, ensuring a brighter future for all inhabitants of the wild. First and foremost, we must prioritize the conservation of our natural habitats. By preserving and protecting the remaining wilderness areas, we can safeguard the homes of grizzly bears and countless other species. This means establishing protected areas, implementing sustainable land management practices, and promoting responsible tourism that minimizes our impact on the environment. Additionally, we must address the root causes of pollution and climate change. This requires collective action on a global scale, from reducing our carbon emissions and transitioning to renewable energy sources to implementing stricter regulations on pollution and waste disposal. Every small step towards a cleaner, greener future is a step towards ensuring the survival of bears like me. Education also plays a crucial role in our conservation efforts. By raising awareness about the importance of grizzly bears as keystone species and the threats they face, we can inspire people to take action and make a positive difference in their communities. Whether it's through school programs, public outreach campaigns, or engaging storytelling like mine, spreading the word is key to fostering a culture of conservation. And last, but certainly not least, we must cultivate a culture of coexistence between humans and bears. This means implementing measures to reduce human-bear conflicts, such as securing food sources, properly disposing of garbage, and respecting wildlife boundaries. By learning to live in harmony with bears, we can ensure that both humans and wildlife can thrive together in our shared landscapes. So, dear viewer, I implore you to join me in this noble cause. Together, we can protect the wild places that I call home and ensure a brighter future for bears like me, for generations to come. Thank you for listening to my story, and may we walk hand in paw towards a better tomorrow. I'd like to thank the Renaissance Spirit YouTube channel for telling my story. The Renaissance Spirit is dedicated to the pursuits of a just, equitable, and humanitarian and bear-friendly world. Video topics encompass areas including history, politics, religion, personal development, society, culture, social and environmental justice, and other topics of liberal arts and sciences, including ancient Rome and the Roman Empire, which is a great comparison and contrast of the modern world. Topics perfect for the true modern polymath. The Renaissance ushered in a golden age and the pursuit of knowledge both lost to time and yet to be discovered. It gave birth to the Enlightenment and the Age of Reason. Embracing truth, knowledge, and an understanding and compassion for humanity opens up the world to each of us, individually, and improves all of humanity, affording us the opportunity to be better stewards of the earth and to each other. The Renaissance Spirit, more than just a philosophy or style, but a style for living, learning, growing, and thinking. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share. If you enjoy the bear necessities, check out the video Bear Rule, What if other animals ruled the earth? But first, please take the quiz next to see if you're a Renaissance spirit. Live the Renaissance spirit, and remember, the natural world is important to all of us. Take care, and thank you for watching.